Hello, this is Tamsin Astor, Chief Habit Scientist and author of the book Force of Habit. I want to do a little primer to Ayurveda. So the word Ayurveda comes from two words, Ayurveda, which means the science of life. And Ayurveda started about 5,000 or 6,000 years ago when a group of monks in India were trying to figure out how to be optimally healthy so that they could meditate for longer periods of time, because they knew that shifted them in the most positive way and how to have the best health. Ayurveda is essentially a model that's constructed of organizing principles that start with the 5 elements. So we have 5 elements: air, space, water, earth, and fire. And these 5 elements are grouped together into 3 doshas. The 3 doshas are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So Vata dosha is air and space. Vata is energy that controls bodily functions associated with motion, including blood circulation, breathing, blinking, your heartbeat. Vata is really about movement, also the elimination of waste, and is responsible for about 70% of the diseases we get. Vata is also associated with cold and dryness, with creativity, mental quickness, lightness, nervous energy. Vata people tend to be very energetic and creative with a strong physical presence. You notice Vata people when they enter a room. When they're imbalanced, they get nervy, they disturb sleep, their digestion goes all off the charts, they get constipation, won't eat regularly, tend to get anxiety and insomnia, and they can lead towards anxiety and fear. Vata types tend to be attracted to things that are airy and spacey, so things that are light like salads, things that are dry like popcorn and raw apples, and they thrive much better in warm, humid environments. So basically the opposite to them. So in balance, Vata types tend to be creative and really massive vitality. When they're out of balance, they move into fear and anxiety. So that's Vata, air and space. The second is Pitta, P-I-T-T-A. Pitta is fire and water. Pitta dosha controls the body's metabolic systems, digestion, absorption, nutrition, your body's temperature. It's associated with heat, with oil, with intensity, leadership, strong digestion. People with a lot of Pitta tend to be very outspoken and fiery, and they tend to be great leaders. When they're imbalanced, they can get rashes, ulcers, skin disturbances. They can have short tempers, and tend to be can have very explosive anger. They also will get like rashes, and like their skin will be all aggravated. So Pitta people tend to thrive better in cooler climates and have to watch their natural tendency to be attracted to spicy, caffeinated alcohol, which are all Pitta, which are all fiery, right? So Pitta is fire and water. The third is Kapha, K-A-P-H-A, Kapha. Kapha is earth and water. Kapha is slow, heavy, earthy. Kapha energy is the energy that controls growth in the body. It supplies water to all body parts, moisturizes the skin, maintains the immune function. It controls structure and joints, lubrication, lungs. So Kapha is associated with grounding, stability, growth, reliability. Kapha types tend to be warm and steady personalities who exude that earth mama kind of energy. When they're imbalanced, they tend towards lethargy, oversleeping, depression, withdrawal, weight gain. Kapha types tend to have slow metabolism, so they can manage on 2 meals a day, and they tend to be attracted to those heavy, dense, earth and watery foods. So they tend to be compassionate, forgiving, and non-judgmental, have a sturdy, heavier build with good, reliable energy. So that's the basic concept of Ayurveda, right? So Ayurveda, the science of life, and it's made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. And these 5 elements are grouped into 3 organizing principles, the doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Vata is air and space, Pitta is fire and water, and Kapha is earth and water.